Welcome to the PMGC customer webinar and thanks for joining us. Today we're supported by MPro 5 from Crimson Tide, Microsoft, Vodafone and SOTI. Quick run through the agenda. We're going to go through an example of how some of these solutions can suit and fit your business and why we've developed them, and a quick live demo. And then we're going to have a quick sort of Q&A session afterwards to just go through any issues or any queries that may pop up while we're doing it. So moving on quite quickly, PMGC created the weightless office concept to address challenging business requirements in a fast-paced world where customers are more demanding than ever and cost saving is becoming increasingly important and more difficult to achieve by simply changing service providers. We wanted to build solutions that drive business efficiency with intelligent application of modern technology. We also wanted to address two of the biggest risks to modern businesses: customer complaints and health and safety. We've done this by creating a range of resilient solutions focusing on mobility and scalability. By offering our customers the freedom to choose how and where they work, we can deliver the flexibility of being just as efficient while out of the office as you are in it, if not even more so. Today we'll give you an example of how a field agent can use weightless office solutions to transform not only how he works, but how these changes impact on every part of the business, from sales to HR through finance and operations. So, meet John. John could be a lawyer, an estate agent, a field worker, a care worker, a sales representative, or a senior executive. John is an ambitious family man dedicated to his job, and he works hard to support his loved ones. John's a field engineer working for a successful service company, completing jobs and taking orders which are processed at the head office. Most days, John reports into the office at 9 AM to pick up his jobs for the day, catch up on emails and make a few calls before hitting the road. At 10:30 AM, John arrives at his first meeting and completes his first job and fills out his paperwork. John then receives a call from HQ to ask him to pop by another customer on his way back to the office to discuss an outstanding issue. He's quite far away, but they've asked him to take on the task as it's an important customer. It turns out that there's quite a lot to do at this second meeting, made more complicated as John doesn't have the relevant documentation with him to help address the problem. While he's there, John takes a number of calls from other customers who have his direct mobile number. They have a selection of numbers to contact, but they know that John will always pick up the call. However, he is not equipped to resolve every customer complaint or issue, only increasing to their frustration. Once John's finished, he doesn't have time to return to the office to file his paperwork or pass on the customer messages. John already has a job scheduled for the start of the next day, but he hopes that he can drop in the filing into the office in the afternoon so that his finance team can process the work he has completed and respond to customers. However, in a rush to head to his first job, he forgets to pick up yesterday's paperwork on the way out of the door. What does this mean to the business? Not returning to the office has created delays in processing orders and responding to customer queries, impacting our cash flow and potentially damaging company reputation. Lack of workforce visibility creates unnecessary travel time and expense. The need to respond to customers quickly in a chaotic environment is unproductive and snowballs into bigger problems and costs. It's widely known that keeping customers is more cost effective than finding new ones. However, inefficient working practices can lead to unhappy customers, increasing your cost to serve. Additionally, people management becomes increasingly complex when your team are always on the move, with no way of knowing where individuals are and what their schedule is. But how can we transform the way John works? With a weightless office solution, John is armed with a mobile device that holds a constant connection to his office, synchronizing with his business systems, keeping document libraries up to date, providing shared calendar visibility. HQ have visibility of John's schedule and location and allocate John's tasks for the day, pushing the information straight to all his connected devices. This allows him to see more customers per day, complete more tasks and close more business. John can head straight to his first job and record his arrival at 9:30, updating central systems. For high-risk environments, this is essential. Knowing an agent's arrival time, expected completion time, health and safety risks can be easily managed. Imagine a care worker or estate agent attending a meeting in an unsafe location like a building site. Once completed, John has his customer sign off the work digitally, directly on his mobile device, updating the business system immediately. At HQ, John's service coordinator can process the work straight away. Full support from PMGC Remote Service Desk ensures his tech is always working, and his constant connectivity allows his business to offer 24/7 365 customer service. The business-hosted systems are resilient and flexible and secure. When an emergency call comes in, John's team can see the location of all their field engineers and allocate jobs to the nearest available person, and they can head straight to any meeting they are allocated, knowing that they have access to all the company documentation on their connected device. Using a sales representative as an example, having access to complete client account history and any past proposals or communications means that negotiation can progress quickly, closing more deals and driving profitability. John can call his next customer straight from his mobile, but knowing that the customer will see an incoming call from the main office landline number, and he can easily transfer calls to any team member to ensure that any queries are dealt with by the right person. By the end of the day, John has completed more work with less travel time, and all his paperwork has been invoiced before the day is out. Nothing is missed, nothing is left pending, and all business processes are started, managed, and completed live. How can we improve your business? John's management team is happy, productivity is up, and so are profits. John's finance department is happy because expenses costs are down and cash flow is improved. John's operations team are happy because business processes are more efficient, improving customer services and creating an excellent customer experience. John's HR department is happy because team morale is up and company are hiring and retaining the best talent, and health and safety risks are managed. John's customers are happy because they are dealt with efficiently and professionally by the right people armed with the right information. John is happy because he gets more done with less travel time and sometimes gets to head home early. He loves his job, his customers love his company. Quick live demo of some of the other solutions, so how this bit of technology can be used and how we can work it. So really quickly, what I'm going to do now, let's have a look at how the team are going to be able to see where all of their people are. So I'm looking straight away at mobile device management platform that allows us to see really quickly where all of our sales engineers are. So right now we've got a few frightened account managers on the phone who are listening to this and suddenly realizing that we can see where they all are. But this is a really good indication of how easy it is to be able to track your workforce and work out where everybody is. We've got a link message. Yeah, hopefully the slide sharing has disappeared, but hopefully you can see my desktop. I don't know if everybody can. Fingers crossed. Oh. Excellent. Sounds like we're there. Good. So this allows us to see where everybody is. And then very, very quickly what I'm going to do is jump straight into a really good live example. Well, we've got various people jumping onto the link. Let's just check. So excellent. Oh, Rach still can't hear me. Sorry, Rach. Hold on. As I said, we are recording this. So this isn't a this is an emulation of a phone. This is a live phone. This is actually it's my phone that you can see. So you can actually sort of see what's going on here. So I am going to jump into. We use Office 365 to manage where all our documents are. So if I open that, great, my phone hasn't crashed. Oh no, we're all good. There we go. So jumping into 365 allows me to be able to see all of our company documentation. So really quickly, I can jump into here, I can see our sales team, we've got a demo folder there where I've chucked up some information, including the invite to this webinar, so we can go and browse that. And all of this is synchronized with folders on our desktop. So if I jump into this is that sales demo folder here. And if I very quickly share some kind of file, he says. I'm going to drop a quick form into that folder. If I then jump straight back to the demo, so we can go back from that page, jump back into the demo folder. It's refreshing the demo folder. Ooh, it's not been uploaded yet. Let's try again. There you go. That's that form already on there. So you could give access to certain folders to an entire company and allow people, make sure, or even just a single person who is responsible for it. But as long as you're keeping all of your company documentation up to date, within one central system, that can all be synced across multiple devices. So that sort of shows you that side of it. Obviously, we mentioned that we're using Link to provide this webinar. So we've also got Link on our mobile device. So if I wanted, I could be attending this webinar on the mobile device, hear all the audio, see the presentation, and everything on there. In terms of managing jobs, this is the M-Pro 5 system. So to be able to quickly show you this, I'll just log in quickly. So we've got a secure system. You can manage jobs in a web portal, push jobs straight out to people's device. Your engineer can look for jobs at the start of the day, see jobs that are pushed to them. We've got a job allocated to us today for 10 o'clock, or between 10 and 4. I can accept the job, say that I've arrived, confirm that I've arrived, see all the job details, potentially even just click on phone the customer. If I clicked on phone there, if there's a customer phone number for that, it'll then push my phone straight to the phone application and dial the phone number for that customer. So once I've completed that job, we could force a rule that says the customer needs to sign off the job form, and then straight away update that system, which updates the back office systems for the whole business. Something else we're going to do, we mentioned earlier on that we've got an ability to obviously be part of our company phone system as well. Whoops. So what I'm going to do, obviously I can't really demonstrate actually making a call over this unless anybody's happy to give me their mobile number and I'll prove it. But this is me accessing the settings for my user account on the Vodafone OneNet platform. So I'm using my mobile phone as my main phone. And at the moment, my mobile phone is set to display my mobile number when I make outgoing calls. But I could equally change that to displaying either one of our main business numbers of a group that I'm part of, or my direct line number. You've got a choice of pretty much choosing whatever you want. I can also dictate how my calls are managed, so I could create a rule and send all calls straight back to the head office. Let's say I'm on holiday or I'm unavailable because I'm in meetings, so I can really quickly just change what hunt group, whether I'm logged in or out of a particular hunt group. So if we've got calls coming into the main office and our call center are all busy, then we can have me logged into a hunt group so that I can receive calls on there as well. Now, I know this is a lot to kind of comprehend in one sort of short demo, but you get the idea. Yeah, hopefully we've sort of whetted everyone's appetite. Just to kind of remind people again, the idea of this was to really create a bit of buzz around what we're trying to deliver to people and the solutions that we're trying to create, and hopefully generate some interest. And if you are interested in more than this, then we've got breakfast briefings in Edinburgh on the 8th of April, in Birmingham on the 2nd of April. I'm kind of going in a roundabout order here. Bristol on the 25th of March, and the first one being in London on the 18th of March, so only a few weeks away. There's still time to register on those events. Our marketing team will be sending out more information and reminders about those events straight after this webinar. As well as sending you later on today a link to the webinar and a recording of the webinar to go back through that. As I said, not just myself, and you're probably sick of hearing from me, but Our partners will be there at those webinars to kind of deal with queries direct and give you, we'll be able to do a customized demonstration that's specific to your business and really start to drill into detail of how this technology could be relevant to you. So that's really, really important. Okay, and also don't forget to speak with your account director as well. So have we done a prize draw?
We go with the account managers for let the special winner know this afternoon as to who.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so yeah, obviously I've been busy talking, so I've not done the live draw myself. And that, by the way, introducing Hannah, our wonderful marketing manager, who's been sat next to me, very quiet and patient. Yeah, so we're going to do a live draw this afternoon. We'll be updating the lucky winner, and I assume we're going to post that on the website and social media so people can see who it was and that we're not keeping this toy for ourselves, despite the fact that I won one. Yeah, so thanks everyone for attending. Hopefully that was really useful information. We'll forward it out later on. Speak to your account director if you want to know more. Get booked on the breakfast meetings, or if you want to arrange a personalised demonstration or one-to-one meeting with myself, any of my team, or just your account director, or even one of our partners from Vodafone, SOTI, Microsoft, or Crimson Tide, then we can arrange that as well. Thanks very much for listening and for attending, and we will speak to you all very soon.